Hello. Hey, welcome to the live. This is S. Marie, and I am coming to you with a quick recap and chat while I do a couple of things quickly. So, today was my first day street selling for the Mother's Day holiday. And hey, Baskets with Style, how are you? And I am in. We packed up probably around 6. So I got in just before Still Classic went on. So no, maybe been a little bit after that. Hey Marie, welcome, welcome. Um, so I guess I'll give the chat a minute to come in to see if anybody's coming in so they won't miss the total recap. What I am doing right now is sprucing up these hydrangeas. These are some hydrangeas that I got from the Dollar General, and they pennied out a while ago. So this is going out to someone's mother. We had a request today for some type of memorial um, item, and of course I did have it. I just did not have it together and all of the things. So here I am at home the night before making gifts. Also, we got a couple of holes bust in some things that I don't want to tape over. So I'll be dropping those in some more shrink wrap. And I was thinking of doing some of these memorial crosses, but I don't know if I really want to revamp those or not. And if I do, it may only be like a small number. So, and by those, I mean these things. I got these from the Dollar General also. So I could put a different bow here and add some other flowers and kind of spruce these up. So I have like 10 of these things that I could do. I think I will go ahead and do them. I don't know if I'm going to do them all tonight, but my grandmother had asked me about making some also. So I think even if I don't complete them tonight, I'll leave them out and probably finish them tomorrow night or something like that so I can give them to her. So these, like I say, they penny out from the Dollar General. So keep your eyes out for those as well if you're interested, as well as these hydrangeas. And they usually come in a variety of colors. I got the blue ones, and I think I have one white left. And I want to say they had pink at one point, but I'm not exactly sure. Hey, KB23, how are you? So since I did have requests for that, I'm going to go ahead and give my attempt at revamping this. I'm doing absolutely nothing to the florals up there because I don't know anything about florals, and it ain't that type of party. So what I am going to do is spruce it up by giving it a nice little bow down here. And I'm also going to add in a couple of stick balloons. Um, I usually stay away from the love you moms and that kind of thing. So most of mine are going to say Happy Mother's Day. This one says Best Mom Ever. And these were from probably last year. So we're going to use a couple of these. And I have my hot glue going. So what I'm going to do is stick a little bit of hot glue onto this end. And then we're going to see if we can't get the thing secured, the little top secured. Because as disrespectful as that wind was today, I don't want to take the chance of these things flying off. And that's not glue. It's not enough glue. Flying off on my customers. So, I hate when I do that. Alright. Let's get these connected. What is on that? Maybe time for another glue gun, y'all. I think mine's got fuzzy stuff inside. Or I wonder if that's burning because it's been on so long. So, how was your day? How's everybody's sales been? Is anybody still out? I am in Florida. It's Eastern time, so it is like 10:30 here. Hey, Miss Margaret. Oh, crap. Miss Margaret. I almost burnt myself. But hey, Miss Margaret. How are you? I was in Still Classics Live a little bit earlier today. Well, I was actually in there pretty much the entire time. But I was just getting home and starting to get some stuff out of the U-Haul and doing some other things. So I can't sit down or I will be asleep. So if I'm going to do anything tonight, I have to go ahead and get it done now or it's going to be a wrap. So I just put some hot glue on there. I'm going to stick that in, hold that for a second while I read your comments. Miss Margaret sold out. Congratulations. How are your sales? Did you have to pack up early because of the weather? No, ma'am, I did not. I did not pack up because of the weather. Hey, Deandra. Welcome, welcome. I was trying to give a couple of people a chance to get on, a couple of more people, should I say, so that I wouldn't have to start it and stop it. So that's why I was kind of explaining what it is that I'm supposed to be doing here. Um, but other than that, let's talk about sales. Sales were good. My worker, my assistant, the supervisor, as some of you may know him, um, is at work. So I did not have him to assist in the sales this time. I did have my help, my hired help, so that was awesome. And they did awesome with loading and unloading and all those kinds of things. So I didn't have to worry about that kind of stuff much. I did have to give a little bit of instruction about how I wanted my truck packed because last time I got a couple of holes busting some stuff messing around with them. So, but we ended up getting a late start. We got out, we got set up. And before, we even really got set up, we had cars pulling in and all that kind of stuff. Somebody walked from across the street and all of the things. So that was pretty cool. We were able to go ahead and get started selling. One person elected to come back after we got set up. And then when he did come back, the gift that he saw the first time that he liked was gone. So he was all, oh man, all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, well, I told you to get it because there was no guarantee that it was going to be there. So he did end up finding some other stuff and requesting that I make some other stuff. That I was like, absolutely not. But here I am at home making stuff, so he could have probably gotten that. I probably could have made him something else too. But anyway, so all of that happened. All of that was good. Everything was fine. We didn't get any rain. It got super dark. So basically I was there at maybe about 11ish, maybe noon. And we actually left probably about 6:30ish or so. So let's see. Did I lose chat? No. Okay. So I think I'll put that on there. We did end up leaving at about 6:30. Everything was good. We had a lot of people come by. I did notice that I had probably 4 people that came and didn't buy from me today. And it's not a big deal, but that's like 3 more than I normally get. I usually see a person or two not buy. And of course, it's not, my gifts aren't for everybody. I've told you guys that before. So when they left, I was like, okay. But like I said, it was a little bit more than I had in the past. So I don't know if I was just super conscious of it or if it was just like more people. But at any event, it was fine. Everything worked out. I sold a lot of gifts. I think, and I started counting or tried to count, but it did not work. This is way too much going on. And I shouldn't be putting this fabric on the bottom of here because it is going to be outside. So let's get maybe this one and see if we can do something. I should leave that one there. Or maybe I'll put a little bow right here. But yeah, there were a lot of people that were talking about they should have stopped there first instead of going to wherever they went. I asked them specifically about my pricing. um, if what they thought. Well, okay, let me go back. A super nice couple, very polished, very nice, very all of the things. And so they start talking. Of course, man, we should have came here before we went there, and all that kind of stuff. And so after they said that and had a conversation amongst themselves for some time, the lady came up to me and she was still kind of talking about the same thing. And I was like, well, here, let me ask you, how are my prices? And she was like, "Oh, your prices are competitive." She says, "But the interesting is your prices are competitive, but you have more stuff and better quality items in your baskets than the people who are priced similarly to you in the area." So I was like, "Oh, very interesting." So that was a little bit of insider information that I got. I found out more about a couple of other people um, that are selling, So my word is, or should I say, my name is getting out there. A lot of people came over because they either heard that I was here, knew specifically not to go into another part of to another parking lot. They knew exactly where I was. We went ahead and exchanged information with everybody there. Hey, Spring Beauty, just to kind of let them know that in the event, or to, follow my socials. And let me see, I don't remember how to do that. I don't think I'm gonna do it either. To follow my socials in the event, that I have to be somewhere else or that I'm having a different kind of sale. So they were more than happy to do that. And yeah, guys, I mean, it was a pretty good day. Like I said, we got a lot of wind. So I only put up two tents. As we were putting up the third one, the larger of the tents, we got a huge gust of wind and stuff went everywhere. And I was just like, oh no. So I had customers running behind my stuff. We had a couple of people reached up and grabbed the tent so it wouldn't go flying away. So I was just like, nah, that's enough. So we went ahead and nixed the tent idea, um, which was fine because it did end up still being, you know, good weather. So it didn't rain. I thought it was, but it did not. So that was good too. So all in all, it was a good day. Found out a lot of stuff, and basically I did it. Wouldn't say by myself, but the sales and all of that kind of stuff. I did it without my husband, and so a couple of people did ask where he was because, of course, they're now remembering him as well. So I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. But yeah, so not a lot. I tried to count, y'all. I honestly did, and I was doing really well, but um, then I was not doing well counting. um, I know how many sales I made, but I don't know how many gifts I created. Hey, Denise, welcome in. So I don't know how many gifts I actually created. But to end off the night, I have a total of 21 gifts left. Plus inexpensive small gifts. The ones that are like $20 and 20, $25, $30. I have like probably 20 of those. They didn't want those here. They still don't want those here. I didn't sell any of the mug gifts, any of the standalone tumblers. I didn't sell any of that kind of stuff. So, the market is different everywhere. And when they were looking for inexpensive gifts, they still did not opt for like what do you call it? The mug gifts or whatever. They still didn't opt for that kind of stuff. So, I don't know, but I'm gonna still, put them out there because I was able to do some pretty cool stuff with the ones that I made. I kind of been marketing them as graduation gifts or teacher appreciation and, all that kind of stuff, trying to move them. So it seems like they're moving, but then again, not really because I still have a lot of them left. So my biggest selling category has been the 50 to honestly my biggest selling category has been like $75 to 150, I think. Yeah, about 125, 150. And I have requests for additional gifts in that category. So we shall see. I don't think I'm making any more gifts, and especially not big concepts. So I don't know. And this little bow thing is not it. I was trying the little roll, cut, fold method that people are doing with these little acetane bows, but I probably don't have enough loops or enough ribbon. But I was trying not to make it too big because I didn't want it to be all floppy on this little plant. But I don't know. As an accent, I could probably get away with it if I leave the rest of that little rattan in there. I think I will. I think I'm going to just glue this right on top of that and call it a day. So that was my recap. Not a lot going on, just a lot of sales. There was a lot of bugs out there. And of course, in true my area fashion, they came up talking about the other basket makers. So I found out more basket making business out on the streets. But yeah, we had a good time. I had a good time. A lot of people happy that we were out and that we were giving them options other than, you know, more expensive gifts with less items in there. Exchange contact information with a lot of people. I'll talk with the fire chief, some kind of fire guy, for our city, and he was interested talking about some things that the county's got going on. So hopefully we'll be in contact about some future orders. I would love to be a corporate or a vendor for my county. That would be awesome. So we shall see. And this will probably work a lot better, you guys, if I had things that actually like went with this. I'm not a floral person at all. I bought some of this little floral satin ribbon stuff that Never in a Million talks about. So I found some at a shop. So I got a couple of little packs of it just to kind of test it out. So I just wanted to see what it was going to do. But these are going out just like this because the store was selling just this bushel for, how much is it? I want to say 12 bucks. So I added a bow, and I'll probably, yeah. So I added a bow, so I'll probably sell these for like $15. Nothing, you know, really spectacular. But we just put a balloon in there and a little bow on there, and we're going to let them go for 15 bucks. Because I want them out of my area. What's in there? 20 people on, 15 thumbs up. But that's all I have going on, you guys. I am going to complete these tasks. And like I said, I got a couple of other things that I may or may not do. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to do those crosses tonight. Where did my balloon sticks go? I literally just had balloon sticks. What did I do with them? Like an entire pack of balloon sticks. Oh, I did have, well, I'll see if I can't post a short. I was going to say, I was going to show you guys some things that I made that I took out this morning, or things that I made this morning that I ended up taking out. And they sold almost immediately. So I would like to make some more of those, but I don't know if I want to actually do that either. I'm over it, y'all. Like, I want to make more because they're buying and I'm still having to go outside. But in the same sense, I'm kind of over it at this point. Especially now that I can't find my balloon sticks. One of my lanterns has a hole in it. I gotta repair that. Yeah, I don't know where in the world those balloon sticks went. So that's probably an indication that this should be the end of my night, y'all. It don't take much. Y'all know. It don't take much for me to shut it down. So I'm looking for a very large bag that has a whole bunch of balloons in it and balloon sticks. It should not be hard to find. Oh, here it is right here. And we pulled out a couple because I only have 4 of these things up here. Hey, Lisa Bell. Welcome to the live. Hope you've had an amazing day. Now, I usually don't go out the day of the holiday. Um, and by that, I mean like tomorrow, the actual Mother's Day. But y'all also keep in mind that this is only my 3rd year. And I did Easter this year, which I had not done previous years. I attempted to do Christmas this past year that I had not attempted to do. Um, hell, I forgot where I was going with that. But I didn't have a lot of gifts. So, how did it go today for you? I didn't have a lot of gifts, but I did sell pretty good. I didn't sell out. So I still have some gifts, and we will be going back out tomorrow to see if I can sell those. Oh, that's what I was saying. I don't normally go out on Sunday. So I did not want to go out, but I also don't want to have all of these gifts if I can sell them now. If there's a need in the community for them to be sold now, then I would love to do that. So that's kind of what I am trying to not really decide. I kind of know I'm going to have to go. So, but we sold off a good number of gifts. I have like 21 or 22 gifts left of my decent sized gifts. Those $20, $15, $30 gifts, they didn't want that stuff. So I have quite a few of those, but a lot of those things I didn't even make this season because I had them carrying over from the previous season. So I think I'll still do them, but definitely not in the quantity that I've been doing them. They don't want inexpensive gifts. Even the little kids didn't want inexpensive gifts. Now, a little girl, she was probably about 12, and she's literally sitting there counting money out of a Ziploc bag, and she bought a $30 gift. But other than that, nobody really wants it. Oh, congrats on the sales. Thank you. Hey, Miss Betty Dindy, how are you? Hope you've had an amazing day. I was calling myself doing some little floral things here, but I don't know if this is coming out the way I was envisioning it in my head. Oh, maybe I'll put a fake flower up here, because this little bow situation is not cute, in my opinion. But I don't have any more hydrangeas, I don't think. I don't think it matters. It ain't finna matter today. We're gonna put a bow up here. What about you? Do you work? Not really. Do you work? Not really. Huh. Very interesting. I'm good. Thanks for asking. Denise King says I didn't get to go out today, but I'm gonna try to get out tomorrow. Hopefully I will get some sales. Yes, prayerfully, Denise, you will get some sales tomorrow. Miss Betty says I'm good. Thanks for asking. You're welcome. So I said, how did sales go? Sales went good. I have probably about 20 gifts left. 21 or 23. I keep forgetting. Um, and tons of inexpensive, like the tumbler cup gifts. I still have those. Those mugs, I think I sold like one or something. Some of those small, inexpensive $25 or $15 baskets or $20 baskets, they weren't really all that interested in those. So I still have a good number of those, but that's because I had a good number coming into this holiday of those because they weren't good sellers previously for me. So I think we are going to phase back the number of those types of gifts I make and concentrate on some other stuff. Like right now, I had probably 7 or 8 people that were looking for PJ sets after I ran out of the ones that were inside of gift baskets. They didn't want the ones inside of the bags, the window bags. They didn't want those, even though the ones in the window bags had more items than the ones that were inside the baskets. And they were less expensive to buy the window bag. They still didn't want it. They would prefer to pay more money, have less items inside of a formal basket than in a window bag. So I was like, okay, got it. Point noted. So it's just like little things like that that I'm noticing, which are a lot of things that people are suggesting is quick, last minute, inexpensive type, let's get your numbers up type stuff. I've spent time making these things a couple of times now, and it's not really working out like that for me. So, and everybody's customer base and clientele and all that kind of stuff is different. So, it's definitely nothing, to be said about the other people that are recommending it. My point in saying that is you have to try it, for yourself if you're interested and see how it works. You know what I mean? Because everything, what's a good seller here may not be a good seller where you are. So now knowing that, I'll probably be phasing that back just a little bit. Like I said, I'm gonna still make them, um, because I did use a couple of them inside of other gifts. Like I took the actual some of those clear treat boxes that we did, the square ones. I took some of those and literally added a bear beside it, and like one of the little fake florals or whatever, a floral stem, like a this, and just stuck that down behind it, and those sold fine. So I don't I don't know, but them standing alone, they didn't move. So it's just one of those things. Just got to know your area, figure out what your people are looking for. And I see that mine are not necessarily the biggest fans of those. And maybe it's just right now. Maybe it's that I'm not making making them to their liking. I don't know, but we'll figure it out. We'll definitely figure it out. Lisa says, interesting. I know, right? How did you do today? I did well today, Donna. I did. I have about 20 something gifts left, like decent sized gifts. Um, I have 4 of the heart boxes. I have 4 of those left. I went out with 5, so I only sold one of those today. Um, I sold 2 of my ottomans, so I still have 5 ottomans left. Yeah, I have 5 ottomans left. And I'm trying to think of other specific things that you guys may be interested in. My towels also very well. I think I have 1 towel concept left. And I did 8 with fragrance, 8 without fragrance, and then I came back and did another 8 with fragrance. Or was it 4, 4, and 4? No, it was 4, 4, and 4. So I did 12 of those, and I think I have 2 left. So the towels were a hit. They were very happy about the towels. Um, I talked to a couple of people about customization and like what that requires. I had a lady pull up and wanted to do a drive by, and at that point I had 3 or 4 other people in my area, shopping, and so she like cuts in while they're talking and just starts asking prices and different things like that. And so I told them, asked them to hold on just a second and acknowledge the fact that they were actually speaking. And I look over and I told her the price, and I told her that to feel free to come out and look at the gifts or whatever. Maybe we can. And after I finish with this person, we can figure out something for her. And she literally turned her head and started talking to the person in the passenger seat. So I was like, all right, cool. So now she's steady asking questions while I'm talking to 2 other sets of customers that were there before her. So long story short, her proposal was, and she's asking about just the Juicy Couture, just the Paris Hilton, just like certain types of things. Well, what type of purse is in there? What type of, where's the ones with Bath and Body Works? This kind of stuff. So I already know where she's going with it. So I was like, all right, cool. But her suggestion or request was that I open any one of the heart boxes and take out the Bath and Body Works and then put it into the gift basket that had the Paris Hilton bag in it because she liked the bag and she wanted Bath and Body Works. And she was offering to give me a little something for doing it, like $10 or $15. I said, okay, so you want to purchase the heart box and you want to purchase the Paris Hilton gift over there as well. So the two of those is this amount, and then it's going to be an additional $50 to customize it on the spot right now. And she looked at me and just like taken aback. You know, she had this little grimace on her face. And she was like, what you mean? And I was like, well, I'm not opening either of these gifts until they're paid for. You know, and if you want me to combine them, then that's designing a third gift that you're also going to pay for. I said, I do my customization at home, at the shop, well, at the workshop is what I said, and not on the streets. So if you want these things, we can make it happen, but it's going to cost you. And no, you're not just buying the least expensive basket. And she was like, "Oh, okay. So you mean to tell me you're not finna open that and take that Bath and Body Works out?" I looked her dead in her face and said, "Absolutely not, unless you finna buy 3 baskets." And she was like, "Okay, okay. Well, I mean, I feel you. I feel you." So I was like, "Okay, I'm glad we got that understanding. Now let me put you on hold again and let me go ahead and help the other people that were here before you. Okay." And she sat there in the car. They talked back and forth. And I heard the lady say that Paris Hilton bag, that's like a $50 bag. And she only charging 85 for the basket. So you should get a couple of those. And so I was like, nah, we not finna do it. So I already knew what they were trying to do. It didn't happen. That was probably the only thing that kind of happened today that was anything. But we got a lot of feedback from customers, an offer to vend at another location. Um, so it was all in all, it was a good day. We only were out like 6 hours, so it wasn't a super long day. But there is rain scheduled for tomorrow, and when I say rain, I mean like 80 and 90% all day. So since I still have the U-Haul, I will just set up the tables inside the U-Haul and see if I can't get rid of some gifts that way. So that's primarily the reason why I'm not going to make more gifts tonight, because like I said, I have people requesting pajama sets, requesting fake fragrance, they're requesting purses, and I could make all of that stuff. I could attempt to make more gifts, but in the same sense, I don't know that I'm going to have enough room in the U-Haul to carry what I have as well as some more stuff, especially with rain being forecasted. So I think I'm gonna cool it, but like I said, I did want to do the memorial flowers, and there are like 3 gifts that I brought back that need to be rewrapped. And other than that, that's probably gonna be it for you, girl. I'm gonna put some balloons. I got my balloons in the truck, but I'm gonna put some balloons in on these, and a couple of pieces of fragrance, and they're gonna be gone too. So we're gonna add like probably 10 of these out tomorrow. And depending on how I feel, I do have a bag with nothing but bears and all kind of stuff in my U-Haul, so I could make some more big concepts if I had to. Congrats, thank you. um Interesting. How did you do today? Who's going out tomorrow? Tanaya, I will be going out tomorrow. I will. Unless Marketplace gets to jumping. I just had a guy call me like right before I started this live, and he was talking about he wanted to get a gift basket, um, the Juicy Couture gift basket, actually $225. He wanted to get that one, and asked me where I was at, and I was like, I'm now no longer at the pop up location. I'll be back tomorrow. And he was like, no, no, I need to get it tonight. I need to get it tonight. Tell me where you at. I'll come and get it right now. I was like, I'm 40 minutes outside of that city. He was like, for real? I said, yeah. He said, no, I ain't finna do that. I was like, all right, well, you have a good night. I hung right up. I ain't finna move. No, that's why I was at where I was at all doggone day, because I stay far away. So you're gonna have to go ahead and get this basket tomorrow, or not. I mean, I don't know, but we shall see. Everybody likes the stuff, you know. We just have to wait for that particular buyer. So that is why I always want to do, or thought it was an awesome idea to continue doing like the inexpensive gifts to kind of carry you through. But it was to the point where the inexpensive gifts were literally getting put back on the truck because they kept flying away and nobody was studying that stuff. Nobody asked. I was suggesting, and I have these mug gifts. I have this, da da da. Them people didn't want that stuff. So we'll see. Maybe the times will change, and like I said, maybe I'll get better at it. Maybe they'll want them more. I don't know, but at the present time, they're not interested. And so, we're going to rock out the ones that we still have, but that's going to be about it. It's always a fear of mine. I'm going to open these leaves up on one of these things. There's going to be an animal in there. I guess I shouldn't speak that into my universe, but I absolutely hate things jumping out at me. Hey, Still Classy. Welcome to the live. Let's see. Maybe we'll put blue, white, pink. We'll put the pink in there. Just going over a little bit of some of the happenings from today. Where are you pointing? My camera angle is the worst, as you guys are aware. But I was asked about some memorial flowers and stuff. And I did have these, whatever these are, hydrangeas, I think, with me. But they didn't have anything on them, and I didn't really have time to do anything to them. So I couldn't put my balloons on because I didn't have balloon sticks that were glued because it's so windy out there today. We didn't get the rain, but we did get a lot of wind. So now that I have my supplies and I got this thing hot glued on here, I'm going to stick it in here, and we may put a bow up here. I don't think I'm doing the bows because my bow's looking funky. So I don't think I'm going to do that. And it's throwing like yet another color into there that I don't need to have. So I may put teal or something. But that's why I'm doing this. I'm just going to stick these in here and take these out, and hopefully, and I also have some crosses over here I was supposed to be doing. But I think I'll wait and do those tomorrow. But that is it. Sales were good. The weather held up. I'm actually going out tomorrow, which I don't usually do. Like if we have Valentine's Day, I'll be out, of course, whatever day that is. But like for Easter and all that stuff, I wasn't outside Easter Day. For what, like Christmas, I wasn't outside. Well, y'all don't know I didn't go outside at all Christmas that one day. But yeah, so for me to be going out on the day of, I am having high hopes that we'll get some good sales and I can get that U-Haul cleared off. Thank you, Still Classy. Not a lot going on with it. It's just a balloon inside a penny floral from the Dollar General. And like I say, I could get jazzy and put something down there. But I'm trying to keep it simple for the simple fact that this stuff is going to be outside. And I already know like this paper is going to come off of there. I was thinking about putting them in pots, in actual pots. But I don't think I want to do that either. So they would have bought it out of the store like this in this paper and put it right out there in their own little pot. So I think we're going to let them continue that trend. But we got those four. And that's about all I'm doing. I got these cross things I was just showing them that I may be revamping. But I'll probably do these tomorrow because my grandmother has been asking me for some to redo to put at some of our loved ones' plots. So I'll probably redo some of these, and I got quite a few of them down here. I don't think I'm going to take any of these with me, but it'll just be a matter of changing out the flower here, a waterproof ribbon, so this acetate stuff would actually work, and then putting some better flowers up there. And that's about it. Trying to see how they have this connected. Oh, that's cute. I'm gonna have to get some of those. But yep, that's all I got going on. And when I say put them on there, like I could literally just stick some more flowers on. You get these things, they penny out. You can literally just stick some flowers on, tack it in there, and then you take your little acetane paper stuff, like this one, this little rose, this little ribbon that's waterproof. You take that and make you a bow like that and stick it up there. And now they have more presents. Of course, you would do something about the color and stuff, unless you wanted to do purple on purple on purple. But that's just kind of, you know, how we can spruce those up, especially for us that are not like super creative and all decorative and stuff like that. Child, stick you one of them bushels of flowers on here. These probably came from the dollar. Yeah, these were $2. They came from Dollar General. Stick that mess on there, put you another bow up there, and here you go. Hey, Crafty Leo. Y'all about that money? Yes, ma'am. We are most definitely about that money. Hey, fam. What you doing? I'm finna go to bed, Joni. I honestly am, because at this point I'm rambling. I did these little azalea, these little hydrangeas. I just stuck a balloon in the top, and I put this little ugly bow up there, but I'm finna take it off. Well, I ain't gonna take it off. I'm just not gonna put it on none of the rest of them. I had a couple of people ask me about memorial things. So since I do have these in my possession, I added a Happy Mother's Day Best Mom Ever balloon to them. And I'm gonna go ahead and advertise these on Marketplace tomorrow while I'm out vending. And then that way, if they want to come and get it, they can come and get it while I'm on the streets. And hopefully that'll prompt them to purchase some more stuff. Um, y'all, I'm still in the tub. Oh my goodness, still classy. Are you serious? Yes, much needed. Yeah, Shauna, we missed you. Where were you? No, I'm just playing. But that's about it, guys. Like I said, I still have the U-Haul. It's not even half full. Y'all thought it was not full before, but I found enough stuff to stuff in that U-Haul, and we got pretty close to full. I did have to lay my tables down on the in the back to like make a barrier. Um, but other than that, everything fit in there, and I only had enough space for like literally tables in the back and the tents across the back. And that was it. The rest of it had gifts in it, which was awesome. And now it's so much space back there. um, but I'm gonna take out these couple of things. I'm gonna take out these marshmallow bears. I'm gonna put a probably a balloon on some of them. On others of them, I'm just gonna put two fragrances and drop this whole thing in a bag. And I may let those go that way. And I'll take out some big bears with me tomorrow. I may create on site. But I think once this stuff sells, it's just sold. I'm looking at inventory. I'm looking at multiple staged gifts in my area. Like there's an already has a picture, roll, blank. I got one, two, three, four decorative boxes that all have purses, robes, PJs in them already. I have a still classic concept over here in that black and wicker basket, the tall one, the two-tone one, with some like animal print stuff. So I have multiple things staged around me that I could absolutely work on, but I am not. I really am not. I'm gonna do these little flowers. I don't even think I'm gonna revamp these those crosses because that's just gonna make more people order them. I don't want to do that. We'll see how I feel in the morning. I think that's what I'll do. I'm gonna go ahead and go to bed, and I'll probably get up early and see if I feel like making anything. But tomorrow we got lanterns going out that didn't go out today. We have floral bouquets and like potted plants arrangements that I revamped. We got some of those going out tomorrow as well. And that's going to be about it. I had a lot of requests for purses and PJs and robes and stuff that I ran out of. And I told them that I didn't, I was not going to create anymore to bring out there. But if they wanted to go ahead and order a basket, then I could do it. But they didn't care, and I wasn't trying to do it no way. So that was the end of that. Yes, exhausted. I just got home. Yep. Got wet up. So 20 baskets a day. Very good, Shawnee. No real rest until next weekend, Crafty Leo. Oh my. Hi, Miss Jana. How are you? Are you still out selling or are you inside? You're 3 hours behind. What? It's like 6 over there? 7? So you still got sunlight and everything. Yep, Miss Still Classy had a good live today. It was a praise break and a recap session. A lot of good testimonies as to some things that went on during today's sales and that kind of thing. I know a lot of people are making recap videos, but y'all know I ain't doing that. So if you catch it, you catch it. If not, and now that I have 1,000 subscribers, thank you guys, by the way. Um, I don't even have the option to make my lives not be public. After I finish the live, it automatically goes public. So I thought that was interesting. I wasn't expecting that. So I have to make sure I pay attention to, I guess, the music and things like that. So I'm gonna have to go back and look at the live that I did earlier today and make sure um, it's not like a copyright or something on there. So good. On my way home. Very nice, Miss Jana. I'm glad to hear it. I hope everybody is being blessed with great sales. Yes. Hey, Kimberly Showers. Welcome to the live. I was just putting some balloons on to some hydrangeas to quote unquote spruce them up to sell them. Um, that's all that I was doing. I had a couple of people ask about them, and I didn't have any of them with me. So, well, I had them with me. I just didn't have my balloons glued, like the balloon stick glued. And the way my tits, plural, were blowing, I was like, nah, we ain't doing that with these balloon sticks, these little balloon heads. So we left them in the thing. I told the dude to come back, and he said he'd be back. So this is probably the only thing that I'm actually going to do tonight. And then I'm going to take me a good bath, get me some good tea, and I'm taking myself to bed. And we're going to see what I feel like doing in the morning. And by in the morning, I mean at like probably 3 o'clock or so when I get up. Let's put that on there. I did decent, can't complain. Very nice. Oh, I missed something. You can make it private after you. What in the world? I was finna throw this whole little plant out. I thought for sure I saw something moving in there. I was finna throw this thing right outside. Oh my word. I need to get these flowers out of my house. Or I need to take my behind the bed. Because if there's an animal in this flower, it is over. You hear me? I will throw all of this crap outside right now. If there is anything living in here. Oh, okay. I see what it is. I was finna say, it was finna be over. I do not do animals in my house like at all. Um, I can make it private. Okay, thank you, Still Classy. I said I have got to figure out how to do flowers right. I had so many people that wanted just flowers. I don't know how to do them either. And I'm going to take these little revamped ones I did by adding a couple of other little things into them and I'm gonna see if they bite. Hopefully, they go ahead and accept them. If not, no skin off my back. I just know that that's something I need to work on a little bit more. But in my downtime, flowers is definitely something that I plan to tackle, as well as Canva or Cricut or whatever. Cricut is it? Cricut. And also get me a couple of templates going for my business postings on social media. I want them to be uniform so that when I put them out there, people will know that it's my work. I did have a couple of people mention that they did see me on social media and they recognized that my logo and other stuff like that. So I thought that was pretty cool. So those are a few of the things I'll be working on in my downtime, which really isn't going to be downtime because I am literally going into creation so that I can be ahead for the upcoming seasons. I will not do this again. Like I keep saying, it's affecting my money, and anything affecting my money, we're gonna have to get us some serious understanding about because that can't happen. Mm. Since those hands are blessed, you already have it figured out, right? Just do it and it's done. Yep. Hey, Miss Cheryl, how are you? Learn on my downtime. Uh-huh. Do you mean real flowers, Kimberly? Love it says affirmation. See there? Oh, I was about to put somebody out of here. How did I do that? Oh, okay. Still classy. I need to learn my cricket too. Now's the time, Miss Still Classy. Now it's the time. I gotta get it done. Kimberly said she ain't got no downtime. Oh, she told me the Feb right, exactly. I gotta get to work listening. All right, Miss Shawnee, I'm finna get off of here. I am finna get off of here because, baby, when I tell you tired, I'm tired. As I'm sure majority of the basket makers are. Those of us who went out, even if you did not go out, you have every right to be tired. We have been making these gifts for quite some time now. So if you tired, honey, you tired, and I ain't got nothing to say about it. I cannot invalidate what you're feeling in your body. But I myself am finna go to sleep. I'm gonna go get me a bath and go get me some tea. And it's gonna be on. I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. Oh hell. About to knock that over. My grandbaby came out today. He was out there street selling with us. He wasn't really selling anything. But he was super cute nevertheless. So that was fun. Yeah, we're done. We're done with that. That's all we're gonna do. I'm gonna position these little hydrangeas a little bit so there's not like blank space in there. But I ain't doing nothing else with that stuff. Oh, sis, thanks for the encouragement. Yes, ain't no learning, Kimberly Showers. Grab some flowers and design. Flowers by K Showers. Ooh, very nice ring to it. You are skilled and a natural. I'm so serious. It's in you. Yes, ma'am. It went well today, Kimberly. It did. It's absolutely gorgeous. I agree with that. I agree with that. Sales went well today. I did not necessarily do a good count, but I know going in to before I even started designing, I had like 70 or so gifts um, carrying over from previous holidays. Now, majority of those 70 gifts were small and expensive things like the clear boxes with just the bear and the cigar perfume and little things like that. Or the sock concepts that we did with the socks and the mugs and those things. Like the junior mints and all of that. I had a couple of those. I think like two of those left. Um, the peanuts. I still have peanuts left. So like those little things, they haven't sold all that well for me. The ones that were not themed toward food and stuff like that, like peanuts, that had one that had floral mugs in there, and then they had socks, a journal, a pen. Those have sold. I think I have like one or two of those left. But a lot of that other stuff did not. So of the 70 that I started with, it's like a lot of that. The mug gifts, the tumbler gifts, I haven't had a lot of bites on those. So I could very well have about 50 small, inexpensive gifts that have not gone anywhere for multiple seasons now. So I was thinking I will be dialing back how much of those that I do going forward because they're not, people aren't necessarily wanting to buy them from me. So whether that's me not knowing how to do it or they're just not interested in that price point from me, I don't know. Um, or that type of a gift for me, I don't know. But they're real particular about things. Like they don't like the window bags here. I had more items in a window bag and was charging less money, but then I took a few of those same items and put it in a basket and charged more money for it, and they bought those. And I did that on purpose because I wanted to see if they was gonna buy it. And I was offering it up, trying to get them to take, and wouldn't nobody take that. They took all them doggone baskets, but they left them window bags over there. So we're gonna definitely be reevaluating that. So I said that to say everybody has a different price point, different customers, and all that kind of stuff. Do them if you want to do them. See if they sell for you. If your customers like them, like that price point, or like those items. If they do, you found you something that you can rock out. If they don't, it's time to make a little bit of a pivot. And so that's what I'm finna be doing, pivoting. It rained all day. I had just got my hair done Tuesday, and now my not a chip head. Can't believe, stop it. Yes, goodness. I did not get wet, but I was sweating boots out there. It was a lot of sweat. I was really wet out there. It's so humid in Florida. And then we're already predicting rain for today, which never actually came in the area that I was in. However, tomorrow is projected to be what, 70, 80, 90% all day long. So even though it's cost me $30 every day I move that U-Haul, every trip I go with that U-Haul, um, I'm still gonna take it out tomorrow and see if we can't get the rest of the stuff sold out. And what I'll do is go ahead and put the tables, stack them like two on top, one on top of the other inside the U-Haul, and see if I can't make enough room to get the things displayed that way, and let them shop that way if need be. But other than that, I mean, I'm gonna still go out. I'm gonna still go out. Hopefully, we can get them done. Yep, Miss Silk Class said they're wanting baskets there too. Oh, oh, I am not playing with y'all two tonight. Well, that's awesome. So that's all I have. I was just doing these little things. I'm done with that now. I'm finna take my behind the bed. I will see you guys tomorrow. Maybe, maybe not. I am really, really, really fighting the urge to just make some more stuff. Um, the only way I kind of told myself that I wouldn't have to do that is if I just take some things with me and then have to design them on site if I want to. But the only thing that I took with me was more window bags, um, and things to go inside of window bags. And like I said, I didn't want that stuff, so I don't know. But they were asking me for standalone purses. Did I have purses and all that kind of stuff? And y'all know I got purses. But I just don't feel right about taking naked purses out there and putting on my table. Like that ain't. I don't know. I feel some kind of way about that. So I'm gonna have to think on that and decide if I'm gonna actually take some purses somewhere. Cold and rainy. Oh my word. Yeah, we're supposed to be getting it. I'm sitting here making more. I know, Kimberly, that's what I was thinking about doing, but I'm over it at this point. I really, really am. I got this memorial things I told this dude I'd have tomorrow. So, other than that, we're done. Put them purses on that table. No, I don't want to put them up there. I'm not fighting the urge. Ooh, hopefully they don't. I know, right? Okay, 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 okay. But they just gonna be up there. Like I feel like they need to at least go on like a charger plate or something. But then if I put them on a plate, of course I'm gonna have to wrap it And then it's gonna be a whole situation. And I'm slow as Christmas, so like I can't just be up all night fiddling with this stuff, y'all. Which is all the more reason. I know. I just made the argument for you guys. All the more reason to just put them on the table by themselves. I get it. I just don't want to. I don't. But yeah. Oh, let me show you something. Oh, I said I was gonna make a short and not try to show y'all on this phone. But I don't think I'm gonna do that either. If y'all have to wait for me to make a short, and y'all probably won't see this thing until next Mother's Day. Let's see. Gallery. Did I take a picture of it? Maybe I did not. No picture for you. Hold on. Let me see. Where the heck did it go? Gallery. Not that, not that, not that. Well, I see one picture when I first started, and that ain't the one y'all want to see, because it's not all that cute then. Let's see, what y'all talking about? Here, hold on one second. Let me, ma'am, they will buy them as is and give them a bag to put it in. Okay. What about a bag with a bow? Oh, a bag with a bow. I can kind of do that. Get the people what they want. I know. Okay. I'm gonna take some out there. I ain't taking no shrink wrap bags. I ain't shrinking crap out there. But I can put a bag into a cello bag. Y'all know I love all things simple and easy. And if I ain't got to stuff it or put a foundation on it or crumple up no paper, you can sign me up. So I could literally drop one of those bags into a cello bag, maybe put some mesh or some tulle down at the bottom, give it a little razzle dazzle. Maybe if even a cardboard little stand bottom thingy like this so that it stands on it without tilting over. Put a little shred, not shred, but tulle down there, drop it in the bag, close it up, and put a big bow on the top. And we'll go with that. Um, yeah, we'll go with that. I may even put, well, no, see, that was doing too much. I was going to say, and then I can put a couple of little fragrances in there, and then I can, no, see, now you'd have made a whole freaking basket. And that's why I can't sell nothing for inexpensive, because my stuff end up getting really big. I ain't making nothing else going out with what I have. I know that's right. So Classic says yes, just clear cello. That way they can't get dirty or anything. Yep. All right. Well, I guess I'll show you guys some baskets. I mean some purses I drop in some bags between now and my next street sales. So hope you like them. But they were asking me about purses, and I thought that was really weird because, but yeah. But I did have a super cute gift I wanted to show you guys, but it's on the phone that y'all are on, so we're not gonna I'll have to maybe put up a short or something like that. I can't get back to the chat. I'm tired. What time is it? 11:35. Let me take myself to bed. Let me get back to the chat. Nope, just a bag, no other items. See there, Still Classy? I knew it. I knew it. All right, guys. Well, with that being said, Still Classy has spoken. There will be no additional items. We're going to drop those jokers in a bag. I actually found some price tags, which is awesome because I was out there struggling today. I think that also is a definite no-no for me. I don't know if these people are used to me having everything priced because I usually have everything priced. But the time those bags, some of that stuff wasn't priced today, and I can see it in people's eyes. She's looking like, is she charging me the real price, or she just charging me what she want to charge me? And I was not a fan of that at all. So I did apologize to a lot of people about that today because I didn't want them feeling like I was just guessing prices on the spot. Um, but yeah, so I did find some more price tags, which is good because I can't drive that U-Haul anywhere else but to street vend. Like they will not get one penny more than they deserve. Um, yes, Miss Rose, we are definitely still up. There'll probably even be a later crew coming on and working some gifts that I won't be a part of. I told y'all I'm a sleepyhead, so I will be asleep. So there's that. And I was so excited about my stickers, and I couldn't find the doggone things. So I didn't use none of these stickers. I bought all this crap, all these drink stickers, and all this mess. I didn't use none of this because I couldn't even find it. See how pretty that is? So I was super disappointed in that. But there's still time. We'll get them used up. That's why I don't get in the tub. Still classy. That is exactly why I don't get in the tub, or not say don't get in the tub, but that I rarely take actual body baths like that, because the weight of my body as I'm getting out of the tub is like exhausting. I'm feeling like I have to go take a nap after that, which is absolutely crazy. Um, I still have to eat. Still classy. You better get out of that tub. I know that water cold by now. Kimberly says, so if my gifts I didn't get a price on, some of my gifts I didn't get a price on, told the guy the price and had to ask him what price did I say? Exactly. He was looking like, uh-huh. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah. I'm having these people tell me because y'all know my memory ain't worth crap. So I'm literally, they're reciting to me what I'm telling them the prices are. I have a price list. A lot of things were on the list, but then a lot of things were not on the list. And the list kind of got remade because as I was posting them on social medias, of course, people were asking me how much it was. So I had to get a price for them. So then I started writing those down or recording those for the ones that had been recently made. So it was just like this whole situation, and I did not like it one bit because I didn't want those people to think I was just charging them whatever, but that the prices are actually dependent upon the items in the gift. So I price nothing. What? I price all my stuff every time. I mean, of course, when I run out of time, it's gonna be several of them up there. Ain't got no price on them. But usually, when I'm making them, I'm pricing. Well, I take that back. I did that for Christmas because I called myself getting ahead of the curve with pricing and bagging and all that kind of stuff. So I was kind of doing it as I went along. But then I didn't like that because I ended up pricing incorrectly. Like on a good day, I would price this for, $25. But then another day, I got it priced for $12. You know what I mean? So it's just like it's the same thing, but why are they differently priced like that? So that's when I kind of started doing it as I went. And so a lot of these had prices on them because I created them in Christmas and prior to that. So a lot of them already had prices on them. But I'm liking the end of the thing pricing method because I can make sure my prices are all in alignment with each other and not just weird. Because I'll come back and redo a concept a second or third time, like I did with the towels. And then it's like, okay, well, am I charging more? Wow, it just started raining. Like a lot. Dang. Okay, that's enough of that. But yeah, I have to go back and revisit them to make sure they're all kind of similar in price. Still classes say me, the genre. What? I try to price everything. I just like my customers and clients to look and not ask for price. Yes. Yep. Because that took a lot of time for me today. A lot. And then I'm sitting out there looking like a doggone amateur because I'm just trying to remember what the doggone price is, and I'm forgetting stuff. No people could have told me anything. Oh no, Shawnee, not flashbacks about rain. Yeah, hopefully it'll go ahead and get it out of the system tonight. We can go ahead and get our rain tonight, and I can actually sell tomorrow without having to try to stage all of that stuff inside of a U-Haul. I don't want to do that. But I will if I have to, but I do not want to do that. So, with that being said, I understand, Shawnee. These holidays were too close together. Yep, and that's what I told that dude. I said, man, I had a 2 week turnaround from Easter to Mother's Day, so we ain't got no prices on a lot of this stuff. And he was like, it's okay, Mama. I was like, I'm glad you think it's okay, because this is not my standard. But then again, I did not have 200 and 300 gifts out on my table like I usually try to do. So it was a lot easier working with this little, because the 70 were already priced pretty much. So it was just the new stuff that I had done that didn't have price tags on them. So that wasn't all that bad. But if it had been all that stuff, we would have been up a creek, child. Too close together. But yeah, I told them we didn't have a lot of time. So I did good to get y'all some products out here. And one guy was like, well, I thank you because that sure keeps me from going in the store. And you welcome. Just for that, I ain't got no prices on none. I'm preparing for next year starting in August. I'm gonna be done by prep. I'm messing with you, Crafty Leah. I'm messing with you. But yeah, we definitely got to get on the ball. At least I do. Because I'm going to hit that 5 figure. When I say I'm going to bust it wide open in the near future. So in order for me to do it, my slow designing self is going to have to uh, get started. Or either speed up or a combination of both. Probably before, yeah, absolutely before then. Big facts. That's what I'm talking about, man. I can, man. I don't want to be stressed like this no more. This was not fun. This was not fun at all. I mean, it was fun, but yeah. Let's see. All right, looks like we're all done talking. So, with that being said, I'm gonna let you guys go. You finish enjoying the rest of your night. Get you some good rest. Remember to check off the things in your list that you need to remember for tomorrow if you have one list like I do. Definitely forgot my cards, so I had to go out there and find my cards tonight. So, what do you need? Oh, plastic. If you guys are going out and you're expecting rain, see about stopping to get you some plastic before you get out there. What is that? Oh, it's tape. I was going to say, that is disgusting. But, yeah. Happy Mother's Day, everyone. Same to you, still classy. Same to you. I did not make any of my people gifts this year. I'll catch them on the flip side. Alright. So there we have it. 4 little things. Good night, everyone. Happy selling to those going out tomorrow. Happy Mother's Day. Yes, yes, yes. Me 3 facts. Alright, y'all, I'm finna go. Let me go put this up before I be on here talking to y'all all night. Bye. Y'all have a great one. Peace and blessings.